Hey, before y'all do anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you rockin' with Young Dolph, let me know where y'all from. Put the dolphin emoji. Let me know who you rockin' with. Let's go. Blac Youngsta brother had a lot of money on his head, the reports are saying from the sources, and Blac Youngsta left him in Memphis to have this happen to him while he went out and hid out in Mexico and Cancun and everything like that. I want everybody to know, man, I want to send my condolences to Young Dolph. If you really a Young Dolph fan, go ahead and put the dolphin emoji in the comment section, man, because at this point, they're getting justice for Young Dolph in the streets. This ain't nothing but karma. This ain't nothing but get back, man. Blac Youngsta's brother should have been nowhere near that area, and he knows for a fact that he should have talked to Blac Youngsta and told him the fact that they could have hid out together. But that's the thing, is that is one man for himself out there, and the feds, they looking into it, because the two people that they saw running away from the scene hop up in that truck and leave that gas station, they know exactly who that is. They took the footage, started rewinding everything, seeing where they came from, seeing where Blac Youngsta brother came from. They looking at it like, was this a shady deal? Was this people he knew? Was it just the ops? Was it the wrong place at the wrong time and everything? Man, just like how the people was following Dolph at the gas station, taking pictures of him for the ops and everything like that, this is the same thing that happened to Blac Youngsta's brother. When he pulled up to the gas station, it was already people on the inside that knew who was, so all they had to do was make the phone call. Them dudes, the hitters, was right around the corner. They pulled up to the pump right next to him and got out their car, walked to the back of the car. That's when they seen Blac Youngsta brother removing the pump handle off the car back into the meter thing, and that's when they asked him what time it was and if they could get some gas. But by the time he turned around, the dude already sicked him, man. They rushed him, bum rushed him, got him down and everything. They tried to take everything, ran all his pockets and everything too, just in case he might have had that heavy camp chain, anything like that. If Blac Youngsta had gave him any money, or if he was running a play in the streets and he had some work on him, they was trying to take that too, man. And so he got ran up on, and these dudes, they were about the business, man, because they knew for a fact these dudes, they used to be supporters of Dolph and everything like that. They used to get money from that whole economy that Dolph has. So when Dolph went away, these dudes, they were hungry. They ain't had nothing to do. Their jobs was lost and everything. And so now that they seen Blac Youngsta's brother lurking in the gas station in their own hood, it was like a walking lick, because they know he related to Blac Youngsta. He got some of those CMG chains. He got some of that CMG money. So they coming after that. They know for a fact that he might have got a bag from Moneybag Yo to do whatever he did if he had any involvement in the Dolph case, man. And so they ran up on him, popped him up and everything. He fell. They ran through his car, took everything out of it. And a lot of people, they stood around to watch, because they knew they can't get involved in this. This is the thing between CMG and PRE. This is something that Blac Youngsta and Yo Gotti started, and the dudes in the streets are finishing. So they don't want to even get involved. A lot of the witnesses that were at that gas station, there was a lot of people there, but they said they didn't see nothing, man. Most of the time, a lot of people, they gonna stick to the street code. They didn't see nothing. They ain't saying nothing, and that's due to the fact that they right there in Memphis, close to the situation. So they're not gonna be going out there and giving statements or anything like that to try to have something come back on them, because we know for a fact that at the end of the day, the feds just got another thing with this whole CMG Rico. The fact that Blac Youngsta brother got hit up, that means that everything he had on his phone, the feds are going to be able to download it. They're going to get all the text messages with Blac Youngsta. They're going to get all the phone calls from Yo Gotti. They're going to get the pictures of that Bentley truck when they was all riding in it, going down airways, when the arm was sticking out the window, and they seen that picture with the two dudes running back to that white two-door, man. And this whole thing, man, this is karma, because of the fact that when they hit up Young Dolph, man, they started dissing and everything. They were never gonna stop, and so they kept rubbing it in people's faces, and eventually people started sliding, people started dropping, but they didn't think that was enough for them to just be quiet about it and fall back. Everybody told CMG, Yo Gotti, Blac Youngsta, and them to fall back, especially going and doing the club disses, going and making it, put it in a music video, pulling up to the cemetery and everything like that. That's when even Charleston White was telling them, man, y'all need to fall back, because the feds was watching that Rico heavily. Look what they just did to Young Thug, YSL, and everything. They used the lyrics against him. And so that's another reason why they took it too far by dissing Dolph, because the feds are just going to use those lyrics against them in the Rico. At the end of the day, Yo Gotti said for himself that the feds is watching him and everything. They know for themselves his brother got taken down, and whatever he said to get that plea deal released, that he must have told on Yo Gotti, and that's what must have got the feds on him in the first place, man. Yo Gotti should have picked better people to be able to handle the situation of the Rico. At the end of the day, he knew that them dudes wasn't going to be loyal to him. He thought they were, because he was giving them money. When the money was coming in and everything was happening, nobody was getting caught. It was nice. It was sweet for them. But now, when the feds found everything out, they started sweeping. The money ain't coming in no more. It's got to go to their plea deals. And then now they realizing that ain't no more benefits, so they starting to tail so that they could get their own freedom, man. Yo Gotti's brother turned against his own brother, man. They got their brothers telling on each other. They got Govan. They trying to bring Govan back in because of the fact that this is the reason why they wanted them to be on house arrest and wear the ankle monitor and everything like that, because they knew for a fact it was dudes that was going to hit him up in the streets just like Blac Youngsta's brother did. That's why most of the time when they gave the plea deals, they had special conditions that they had to stay at home. And that's because they knew if they went out to a gas station, to the mall, or anything like that, they were going to get clapped up within 5 minutes, because it's the hitters that's out there active, riding around, just like how they rode around that early morning when they tried to get Dolph, man. Just like how they was riding around when they took him into that U-Haul. Them dudes got get back, because they know for a fact what they did to Young Dolph was wrong. They wrong for that. And so what they doing is getting justice back, get back, karma, whatever it is. They trying to even the score and even give it an eye for an eye, and the playing field is level now. And so at the end of the day, they not gonna stop. A lot of people are saying PRE ain't done until they get to Yo Gotti, until Yo Gotti's taken out. And that's just crazy, because now we gotta find out what's gonna happen next. Are they gonna keep doing this? Are they gonna keep hitting each other up in the streets? Is Rico gonna move in? Who are they gonna capture next? Is it gonna be Moneybagg Yo, Blac Youngsta, or Yo Gotti? Because now they know for a fact that since Blac Youngsta's brother got clacked up, then they're going to go to Blac Youngsta and make sure that he might be the next one that gets taken down, because the feds know that the hitters are after him. And if the hitters are after him, the feds are going to want to get to him first so that they could get the statements out of him. They could get the reports and everything. They know that at this point, Blac Youngsta, he's going to either end up in the Rico or he's going to end up on the ground like his brother did, because of the fact that this is the way that the streets, this is the way that everything works. You could see this all from a mile away. We all been paying attention to this thing for like 2 years now. And we know that a lot of people that had involvement in this, we keep seeing their people get dropped every single month, one by one. They taking everybody down. First it was Moneybagg Yo baby mama, then it was the dude from the cookie shop owner's brother at the mall, then it was so many other people, CEO TZ. And a lot of people say that Blac Youngsta went out the same way CEO TZ did. He was saying a whole lot, just like how Blac Youngsta was saying a whole lot. They kept speaking on what they was doing, how they was getting away with it, and then next thing you know, the dudes in Blac Youngsta's brother's own camp slid on him, and because they actually knew who the people was that was the hitters that was trying to get to him for Dolph, so they dropped the location on him, man. They knew where he was at, man. A lot of people that you can't trust nobody these days, because Blac Youngsta brother thought that he could trust being around Memphis, sliding around by himself, not having no security with him or anything like that. But little did he know the small amount of people that he trusted and was able to give his phone number to and give his location out to and talk to them. Them dudes was actually dudes who was OGs in Memphis and that know people who was trying to get at him because of the Dolph situation. All they had to do was put a bag on his head and the location was dropped. A lot of people from CMG got a bag on their head right now. This is the main reason why they took out Blac Youngsta's brother. Somebody put the money up, and the dudes who knew him the best dropped the location on him. So when he said he was down the street and he was just about to pull up on somebody, that's when they knew that he was going to be either at that same street that gas station was or the next block over. So all they had to do was hop out the car. They already got the phone calls from the people at the gas station telling them that he was there. So when they pulled up on him and slid, They knew exactly who it was, Face ID and everything like that. Pulled up. Next thing you know, the switch started shaking the whole place up, man. People started running up out of that gas station. Lucky a pump didn't get hit or nothing like that. They left him right there, man, for like 2-3 hours before the ambulance came up, and they scraped him off the ground and everything and threw him in. He was DOA on the scene, everything like that. Now they about to have the funeral and everything, and you know how it goes. People from the street, they be sliding to those, man. So if Blac Youngsta goes to that, the people might still pull up on the funeral and everything like that. This is why they didn't let the cookie shop people into the whole Dolph funeral. They was trying not to let them in because they knew they had something to do with it. And so eventually they found the way to get in through that. And so this is another reason why they might pull up to the whole funeral looking for Blac Youngsta. If he decides to come in town, they're going to check everywhere. They're going to go to the airport, make sure they catch him there. They're going to go to every hotel, the Ruth Chris and everything. At this point, Yo Gotti and them, Blac Youngsta, Moneybagg Yo, they all should be moved out of Memphis because they know that the hitters out there in the streets, they trying to get that get back. And if they see him at all, they pull them right up to them. No questions asked. They just getting ready to take everything down, and they gonna go after all them CMG chains. They gonna go after the heavy camp, the BGE chain, everything that Yo Gotti got. They might even hop up in the, if Yo Gotti leave the car and catch him at the gas station, they might take the car. And that's how you know that at this point, there's no rules to this game, man. They already crossed the line by doing what they did to Dolph, and everything is just a response to it because they know that no matter what they do, how many people they drop in CMG, it's still not going to bring Dolph back. And so that's why this whole thing keeps going on and on and on. Now, the other side might answer, and something might come up, so make sure y'all stay tuned for all the updates.